Hello and welcome back to On the Workbench. Today we're taking a look at the Mac Tools Mac Grip ratcheting screwdriver. This is their newer style design, and by newer I mean this has been out for only a couple years now. And this is a 45 tooth ratcheting screwdriver, so that gives you about 8 degrees between your clicks. And so this is a 1/4 inch hex holder with a magnet on the inside here. And this has a 3-position reversible system, so you can go for reverse and tighten. See, there you go, here all 3 clicks. The one in the middle though locks it down, so it works like a regular manual screwdriver. This has actually a pretty nice actual grip here for holding. It's a little bit larger than I'm used to with my other screwdrivers, but this has been really comfortable. There's a nice little slot here for putting your thumb, which I think is nice. You can see I've already gotten some use out of this here. This sells for about 55 bucks direct from Mac Tools. This is available in a couple different options. You can get the standard length version. There's also a stubby and a long version. This standard version, if you will, comes in at about 9 1/4 inches long without adding a bit. And at the very top up here is the cap that has a bit holder. It looks a little bit like a snowflake. So up there you can take just a regular insert bit like this, and then you can store a handful of these in the cap. Now, one little thing here to pay attention to that I've discovered is that this actual holder here actually can pop out rather easily. A little disappointed by that this is not actually integral into the cap. I probably need to put some epoxy or something here to actually seal these together. Not sure why Mac didn't actually form this as one or seal it together, but that actually can pop out, unfortunately. And it's popped out a couple times for me, so that's why I've got no bits in there right now. But I could see where that would be useful for carrying around just with a little modification with some epoxy. And so then you can take your simple regular 1/4 inch insert bit, and it's got a fair bit of tug to hold it in there nice and secure. And then let's hear it click. And so if you use this, this is intended for these 1/4 inch short, 1 inch long roughly power bits. You can get these in all sorts of different styles. This little 2-part kit here is not from Mac Tools, and I've got security torque, security hex, tri-wings, all sorts of weird sets here. And this little set here that I actually got this set here from Harry Epstein. I believe these were originally so-called Craftsman, I think, but they were like rebadged from something else. So this is a pretty complete set of odds and ends for bits. Now, one other thing is if you've got any of these other 1/4 inch power bits that have that little quick chain shank that you might use in an impact driver, if we put those in here, just a little awkward with the extra length there. And then because of where that's grabbing, it's actually cutting down, if you can see there, on how much it's able to actually hold inside the shank. And while this is up like this, if you can look right here, it does give you a little verbal text here for reverse, forward. Then that 0 right there is just the lock to hold it in the center. And so is this worth 55 bucks? I don't know, maybe not. But it is a really nice ratcheting screwdriver. You know, some folks like the Snap-on. I'm just surprised Snap-on has not come out one with their Instinct grip on it. And since they haven't, I've went with this. And I think this is actually pretty comfortable, and maybe it'll lure me into buying some Mac screwdrivers in the future, because this grip actually feels pretty nice. Or maybe some proto screwdrivers, although I could really easily see how this might be too wide for some folks with smaller hands. You know, or if you want to hold it down lower, which you actually shouldn't here because you'll grab the clutch, but the knurling on the clutch here, I can flip that with my thumb with a little bit, or thumb and first finger to click that. And then put my hand back up here. You know, now that I've had this for a bit, I'm tempted, and I want to say it's about 75 bucks give or take for the extended version of it. I'm tempted to buy it. I don't think I'm going to buy it yet. I might hold off on pulling the trigger on that. But so far I really like this. It's performed well, and it's helped fill in the gaps and provide just that little quick ratchet action for driving in screws and fasteners. And so I think it's actually been a pretty great tool. The price is a little high on it, but sometimes you got to pay a little extra for what you get. And the other obvious question is, where is this made? I'm actually not sure. I don't have the package anymore on it. If I can remember, I'll put in the comments below if I can figure out or remember where it's actually made. And if you've got one of these that you've liked or you've hated, either way, put in the comments below. I'm sure other people would love to hear about your experience with the Mac ratcheting screwdriver. This is part number SBDR8. You can see it's right up there at the top. And so I hope you found this video useful and interesting. And stay tuned. I've got a lot more videos here coming after the new year, or maybe before. I had a great Christmas, and I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas too. I got some fun tools for Christmas I'm looking forward to showing you. And have a great day. Bye.